All right, guys. So, welcome to Tejano time. Good evening to each and every one of you out there. I just want to make sure my guests are unmuted and I can hear everybody. Maria is with us today. Also, Mr. Ronnie on top. It's going to be a great evening right here. We got a great show for you right here on Tejano time. And if you guys are watching, it's the I mean, share the video. Share the video. That's we can't encourage you more than to do that right now, so that way you guys can. Get a feel for it later on. If you're not home right now, or you want to share it and watch it later, you can do so. And you can go to our YouTube channel as well and share it there at the Handle Time, or watch it there at a previous or at a later time. But again, I said welcome everyone that's going to be tuning in here. Once you get a feel for it, share it, and also don't forget as to we got two great guests with me tonight. Okay, and for the very first time, I've got a very special co-host,
Hi.
Marie Bueno. Welcome, Marie. Uh,
Aw,
welcome to the show.
thank you.
It's been a minute
Thank you,
since
Keith, for
we've
having me.
it's yeah it's you're welcome, and it's been a minute since we've actually had an opportunity to do something like this. It's been a long while actually, and again,
Right.
let me just see here. I'm trying to figure something out right quick. Um, you're in San Antonio right now, currently in San Antonio. Ronnie is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's there. Ronnie has been the very first
Hmm.
time on the show here. I'm trying to figure out here if we are, yes, they're definitely live. So I just want to make sure that if everyone is watching, share the video. You are on our live page right now. It's at the Handle Time. Marie, once again, let's get a little bit before we jump on you, Ronnie. We jump to you. I want to get to uh, to Marie so that way she gets to introduce herself and where she's from and what she's all about before we get rolling here. Marie,
Aw, okay, thank you. I didn't know I was going to have the opportunity to do this, so thank you, Keith.
of course, of course.
So yeah, so I've been singing since I was 9. Of course, I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and Tejano has always been, my what I grew up with, my root, my passion. And so throughout the years, I just developed, how to, learning my own. I learned my own, you know, way, I guess, of performing. And just throughout the years, and just recently, a couple of years ago, I was able to release my first single on the
Correct.
radio and everything. It was so cool. I got to work with Hugo Guerrero. I got to work with Beto Ramon. And so it was an honor to work with those legends. And so I'm just all about, the Hano music and how, we can make it better and incorporating the old with the new and just, embracing each other and supporting each other. And so, yeah, and I'm so excited to be here with Ronnie. It's
Yes,
nice to meet you, Ronnie.
it is definitely wonderful. Ronnie, again,
Thank you
she's
guys.
it's
Yeah.
always a pleasure to have some great folks
She's got
on
it.
the show with us here. Yes, and be on the lookout because she's
Aw,
got some more music coming up very soon as well. So all you gotta do is just stay tuned. All
I
right.
do.
So hey guys, it's
Yeah.
again my
Awesome. Well,
guest
Marie,
today
it's
on the
nice. It's
show.
nice to meet you, Marie.
There you go.
Go
She got you. Awesome. So to get
Yeah.
the show kicked off, we got Mr. Este, Ronnie Lucero II, as AKA Romello. Okay, and we'll get to that in a minute on how that name came about and how you got that nickname. We got it all here in the bio. We got quite a few pages, which is great. There's a lot of great stuff in the bio, Ronnie. It's very interesting, and we'll go by that here in just a little bit. But
Thank you.
introduce
Thank you.
yourself again. Offline we were getting to know each other a little bit more. I had the opportunity to meet. I want to throw my flag this up
Yes.
here. I had an opportunity to meet Ronnie back in San Antonio, right there. This was back in November, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So and we caught up just a little bit there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
since November we were trying to make this happen, and we finally made it happen. You're here today, so let's let it all out of the bag. Let everybody know where you're from and what you're all about.
Yeah. Hi guys. So my name is Ronnie Lucero II, also known as Romello. I'm a recording artist and an entertainer. I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was raised in Colorado. Recently, I'm back in Albuquerque because this company that I work for, I work in the medical field, had a position in transfer, and they said, "Hey, man, we would love to have you over here." And I said, "You know what, man? I love the music scene down there. I have a lot of family swinging things, and before you know it, got with some good promoters and some people, made a couple songs. Before you know it, they're getting radio play here, Texas, everywhere. I used to go to Texas all the time too because we had a lot of family, and so I, especially San Antonio over there in Houston, and Dallas. Shout out to them. A lot of family in all of them places, as well as like Amarillo. So I'm honored, Keith, to be on this show with you. Like you said, you know what, man? And Keith has one of them faces, Marie, that you recognize like right away, right? And so we were like
For
at
sure.
a pilot, and I'm like, I look over, and I performed for Fanfare. It was in February and March, and I look over and I'm all these people I was with. I was like, that's Keith. I was like, that's Keith. I was like, so I grabbed Keith. I was like, man, I gotta take a picture with you, dude. I was like, how you doing? Like, I'm a fan and like in everything you do. And so this is kind of like how all that kind of came about. So again, Keith, thank you. Marie, thank you. I'm like super honored to be here right now. Like, I'm so blessed. Thank you.
That
so
is
much.
awesome. That's a wonderful story too, right there. And again, it was during Fanfare. I believe we were at the Riverwalk Festival is where actually we were at after when he did a performance at Fanfare. So I thought it was back in November. So I don't know what I'm tripping. You know?
So,
But anyway, it was great.
it's all good, man. It's
Great
all
humble
good.
guy. You know. So we had a great night there that evening. Again, again, right now you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You've got a story, like you said, Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Colorado. There's a lot of time that you spent when you were, at a young age, with family and all that really good stuff. You discovered music at about 3 years old. When you were about 3, is that when you decided to?
I was 3 years old. Yes,
Wow.
yes, and it's funny because I still have my first 2 tapes. Okay. So and just like probably you too, you learn your music from your parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Correct.
learn your music from your parents. And my mom, my first 2 tapes was the godfather of New Mexican Spanish music. His name is Al Hurricane, right? Well, his son, Al Hurricane Jr., was like, there was this tape that my mom played all the time, and I would hear it, and he would just kind of memorize all the songs and blah, blah, blah. One of them was like, Que Casualidad, which I love that song, and blah, blah, blah. And the other one, you guys remember the group New Edition? There were a dance group, Bobby Brown, Velvet DeVoe, like these guys, right? Well, my first 2 tapes was them too. So it's like, boom, right? And I still have them. And when you guys listen to my music, you'll see the Spanish side and the English side, but there's always that soul side that kind of sneaks in with the harmony of the music. And so it was in the back seat of like a 1981 Camaro that I learned a lot of these songs. But my dad also had a lot of great taste in music too that was also very diversified. And so kind of, reflecting from my mother and my father, I was able to kind of piece together this sound, and that's kind of where it came from. Yeah.
And we were talking about that earlier.
So hi, Mom and Dad, if you're watching.
Awesome. A big shout out to his mom and dad.
By the way, so my dad, I know my dad's in Albuquerque, and I know he's watching, because really my biggest fan is definitely my father. Like, it's not even close, like hands down. My dad is definitely my biggest fan. And my mom, I hope she's tuning in, because she's in Spain right now on vacation.
Oh, okay.
And she's coming back to the States tomorrow. So her and my stepdad are over there also. So hi guys, hope you guys are watching.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So Ronnie, there's a story behind Que Casualidad, right? As we were growing up, I mean, your uncles would pay you $1 to sing the song?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, they pay me $1.
How much did you make, Ronnie?
So let me, first of all, man, and I wish. Well, Ronnie was still broke. Okay, Ronnie's still broke. No, I'm just playing, man. No, let me tell you. So, Que Casualidad. No, Que Casualidad, man. So, again, it was in the back of that car, and I was going around and singing this song. And mind you, Ronnie, like me, man, I'm gonna have to post a childhood picture of me, because I'm literally this tall. I was super short, and I had this abnormally big ass head. It didn't look right. But anyway, so I'd go around, and maybe my uncles were giving me money because maybe they felt bad for how I looked. Maybe it wasn't so much the talent of music. I don't know. But so they would give me quarters or dollars to sing Que Casualidad. And my grandmother, my very, very close grandmother, my grandma Beatriz, she that was her favorite song. It just turned out that was her favorite song. So when I recorded this song and we kind of pieced it together, I kind of did it for her, in her memory. What's sad is that I waited like a year too late to record it for her. I knew it the whole time, but it's kind of like, you always take for granted that your grandparents, your parents, your loved ones are always going to be there. And then you wake up one day and you realize, where the hell did they go? So
Yeah.
So they were from a small town by the name of Tucumcari, New Mexico. So after I recorded this song, I went to Tucumcari, and my last stop in Tucumcari, always after visiting my family, is I find my place of peace at the local cemetery. It's the cemetery. So I take my speaker, and I got a chair, and I sat there, and I played it for her, and I'm pretty sure she heard it. I hope she did.
Definitely.
So
We wouldn't play the
that's
song
the
here
story
just a bit
behind
for
that
everybody
song.
out there, but I want to take some comments here. We got quite a few of them here before we continue to roll again. So let's see here. We got my boy
cool.
Ricky Duran says here. That's the Marie Bueno, a part of the family. HoustonTejanoHits.com.
Thank you, Ricky.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Rickster, the Joker.
Ronnie, I want to tell you that I appreciate that you love the 90s because I love the 90s. And you don't see that a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like I jam out to Motown Philly, you know, and proudly in my car, I have it blasting. I mean, I might lower it when I get to a stoplight, but I'm just jamming, like it's just, I appreciate the 90s so much, and I can definitely hear that in your music. I'm just like, oh, he did that little run. It sounds like Boyz II Men right there. Like, so I love it, and I appreciate it because I am such a big fan of that era. So.
Oh man, Marie, you just captured my whole heart right there with that statement, because I represent.
Yeah.
I'm a '90s baby to the T, and you know what? Growing up in that generation, we are so blessed, because what I see, I mean, all generations have this fantastic musical platform. They do. The '90s is definitely a bridge from the old era to the new. And the '90s capitalized not only in all the different genres of music, not just that music, but you look at sports, you look at all the the movies, the movie stars. The '90s really capitalized and took everything to this new level. And so, it's funny because I went to this party recently, and I still wore the pacheras with the strap down, man. Happy. I was still doing that. But in the '90s too, it's kind of funny because nowadays a lot of guys don't dance as much as they used to. And in the '90s and the '80s and the '70s and before, guys danced all the time, And so when I do my shows and I perform, I definitely tried my best to entertain, and I dance. But you're a '90s baby. I love that. Now I'm your biggest fan, because that's totally who
awesome.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Love it.
That was a great era, for music. And going back to Ronnie and his situation here with what he's at, he's going to add some of that flavor, and he already has. There's another song that we're going to play a little bit later right there, and a cumbia that he has, which is his latest single that's out burning up the airwaves right now, Juana La Cubana. He did it Romelo style, should I say? You know what I mean? So we'll get to that one here in just a bit as well, so that we can talk about that song.
Thank you.
Right now we got another shout out going out to Irene from Glendale, Arizona.
Thank you.
That's right. She's also watching as well. Leona.
Hi, Irene.
Laura Science, I believe, is from there. Leona Promotions as well is watching.
Shout out to Laura. Happy birthday to Laura. God bless you. Thank you for everything you do for me. I see you. I love you. Thank you. Happy birthday.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Yes, to Laura Science from Leona Promotions. Yes, a big happy birthday shout out to her as well. And we got Mr. Chris as well is watching. It's all about the love and supporting your people. And let's see here. We got.
Hi, Chris.
Let me make a comment real fast about Chris, man.
Sure.
Because I see Chris and Irene Mendoza. These guys, I see them on all these different shows. They show so much love to everybody, and that's what we all have to do. We all have, in order for all of this to grow and work, we need to stick together. We have to come together. It's all about the music, and it's about supporting one another. Like Alicia Perry just said hello right there.
Hello,
she was a friend of mine from high school. I had her in 20 years. I haven't seen her 20 years. And she flew out to San Antonio to support me at Fanfare. 20 years, I haven't seen her. And she's just a beautiful, fantastic soul too. So I appreciate all you guys supporting me. Thank you so much. I really do.
Great. It's Gloria Benavides also. Says, hey, my friend. She's on there.
That's number one. I see you, Gloria.
Gil Gonzalez is also joining us as well. California in the house. All right, we got quite a few
I
people
do.
here. Denise Gutierrez as well.
Awesome.
Good.
That's a big shout out to her.
Pueblo, Colorado. Shout out to my whole people in Pueblo, Colorado. I love you. Thanks, Denise.
There you go. Right there, another one right
Oh,
there.
Michael Willis, Pueblo, Colorado. All y'all, man. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Love you.
So we
Aw,
want
look
to.
at you.
Yes, he's got a lot of great fans on here.
All
That's
you
pretty
guys.
cool. That's awesome. You know, and they're showing up from all over the place. You know what I mean?
Thank
It's,
you.
Daniel, I think we forgot Daniels as well. So Daniel's there. But
That's
we want
my
to play a
that's my
song.
number one producer right there. That's it. That
Yeah.
okay.
Cool. We're gonna play a song. We're
Yeah,
gonna play
go
a song
ahead.
real
Let's do
quick.
it. Shout out to
And,
Daniel real fast.
Sure.
Okay.
No, go ahead and give a shout out.
Daniel Maines is he's my main producer, and this guy is like so multi-talented. And when I met him, you know, Daniel is a hip hop producer, right? And so he works with a lot of rappers and stuff like that. And he's an entertainer. He puts on shows. He DJs, does all these things. He's a fantastic musical genius. And when we go into the studio, you know, I think he was used to like working with artists that does like 3, 4, 5 tracks.
Mhm.
A lot of my songs, because of that 90s flow, Marie, and the harmonies and all the stuff from the 90s, I mean, we'll walk out of there with 30, 40 tracks easily on a song. But he is so patient. This guy is so talented. Out the box entertainment for all the people in Pueblo or anybody you want looking for a real producer that has real talent where you'll get your money's worth. Look up Out the Box Entertainment and Daniel. I mean, shout out to Daniel. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you, Keith.
No problem. We got you. Wanted to make sure you got your shout outs out there, you know, to everybody. So again, if you guys are watching Tejano Time right here, your host Keith Leon, Marie Bueno is my co-host tonight as well. We're talking with Ronnie Lucero II, Romello himself. All right. So we got a song here that we're going to play. Que Casualidad. We're going to play that one. You heard the story behind that song right now, but this is Ronnie that did it his style here. Check it out. It's almost sounds identical from back in the days. You know, I mean, I love it. It's a different, but there's another song that we're going to play here in just a bit. We'll get to it pops. So stick around for that, guys. If you're watching, share the video as well. And here we go. We're going to play the song right quick for everybody out there. So you guys that are watching, please stay tuned and share the video right here at Tejano Time with myself, Mr. Keith Leon, Marie Bueno, and this guy right here, Mr. Ronnie Lucero. Check this one out.
Casualidad, en
Oh, there you have it right there. That was Que Casualidad right there with Ronnie Lucero. And great song, Ronnie. That was awesome, man. I mean, that's going back to
Uh,
the little
Thank you.
brown kid that they used to call him back in the days when he was just running around. You know what I mean? But hey, awesome. I love the
You
style.
heard, you heard. Yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful. What do you think, Marie?
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's I'm glad, like I said, I recorded that for
Mhm.
my grandmother.
Marie, what did you think?
I love it, Ronnie. I love that song. I love the old feel to it, but with the new twist. And I'm gonna need you to post
Marie, what did you think?
a picture of the little brown kid on your Facebook.
Yeah,
Um,
I got to show. You know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that little temporary, picture, so you can see that. So everybody can be like, "Damn, look at his head! Oh my God, look at his
Yeah.
head!" I'm gonna show you guys.
Aw. I'm
Yes,
just kidding with
totally,
you. I'm just kidding. You know I'm playing.
totally. No. I'm serious. Last night, it's funny because last night I was hanging out with some friends, and like this conversation came up, and they were like, I was showing them the picture, and they're like, "Dude, you have to post that. Like, you should change your profile." I was like, "So I'm actually thinking about it. So I'm gonna share it with everybody,
Yeah.
so everybody can see this what
Yeah.
this kid looked like." It's a
That'd be
cool
cool.
picture though. Like, it really is a cool picture.
Ronnie Lucero II. All right. So
So
remember that
anyway,
name, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, he's got a lot of great music under his belt, a lot of music that is not out yet, a lot of songs as well. Let's go back to the colorblind days
mhm.
of your, career. You know, I mean, like when you were young, should I say, when
uh,
everything was kicking off when you were at a young age. This was, you formed a
yeah,
group, Colorblind, back in the day. And let's talk about the $60 an hour
yes.
studio session.
Oh man. So again, this is like another '90s story, right? And so I was in high school at Mitchell High School in Colorado Springs, and there was I played basketball, and I was an athlete and stuff like this, and I had friends that played basketball and stuff too, and there was a group that would perform for our assemblies, and this was a big 5A
Mhm.
school in Metro Colorado Springs, and this girl that I was dating at the time, I was a freshman or a sophomore. She said, "Man, well, Darius and Tim and blah blah. Like, why don't you sing with these guys? You can sing." And I'm like, "Oh, and perform in front of you?" I was like, "Oh no, hell no, Like, there's no way I'm getting up in front of people. I ain't gonna sing. Like, Well, we go to this assembly, and they were singing, and it was like everybody was just going crazy. The whole gym was just like rocking and stuff. That same day, it was a Friday evening, and they're standing by the front door of the school where everybody's leaving, and they're singing the background music to the song "My Girl" by the Temptations, right? I've got sunshine, right? Everybody knows that song, right? So, man, I don't know what got over me. We're walking out. I jumped in the middle of that circle, and I took the lead. I was done. I was like, wow, this is crazy. So we formed this group called Colorblind, and the reason why the name Colorblind existed was because there was black people, there was white people, there was brown people, color blinds. They came into in a five portion of harmony, and it was perfect pitch. So it flowed with with unison amongst human beings and not seeing color, right? Color blind.
Mhm.
And so I had this wild idea. And I said, man, why don't we, I've always wanted to try to record, and I'm starting to feel comfortable now. Now let's go into a studio. So we called a studio, and it was like $60 an hour. We're like, man, we made a beat for this song called Come Home. There was an original. And then we had like 3 other songs that we just did a cappella style, like the Boys to Men
Mhm.
era, a cappella style. Boom, right?
Right.
Well, we're like, man, we practiced, like, oh, we got this. An hour, we got $60 with our little broke butts, right? And so we go in the studio, and 5 hours later, we're not even done. We ain't got no money. We a bunch of little teenagers with $60 thinking we could pull out 4 songs in a studio with all these different harmonies and stuff. And I'm like, damn, man. So out of nowhere, and I don't even know how he knew. I'm gonna have to ask him. My dad walks into this music studio. I don't even know how the hell he even knew we were there. But he walks into this music studio, and we finish, and he pays for everything, and then he makes sure we all got CDs and stuff. And I remember this producer, he pulled my dad aside. He said, "Man, you better keep these kids together. These kids are a gold mine. Like, these kids are freaking awesome." I don't think we realized what we had because we were so young, and we didn't
Mhm.
have a manager or anybody to lead us. But what we had back then was people that were constantly trying to steal our music. That's what we had. And so I wish that, man, them were probably some of the best days of my life musically. I mean, we weren't getting paid for it, but the sound that we imposed was amazing. We were the kids that would go to the mall and we would stand by the escalators where everybody is. Let's do it. Boom. We would just sing that harmony and start singing. We would corral groups and groups and groups of people, and then eventually security would have to kick us out because of safety precautions. But they would let us still do our thing for a while. But them guys made a huge impact onto my sound today, because if I'd have never met them guys, I'd have never harmonies in this style of flow. So man, thank God that God put them in my path, because that's where I really learned how to do my thing, you know. And so the name Romello came around that same time too, because I would go up to Denver and I would record with a bunch of hip hop artists and a bunch of different artists, as I've done for years. And so my name is Ronnie, RONNIE. So when you're recording with these people in the hip hop scene, no, they say your name ain't Ronnie. Your name is Romello. So that's where it's always stood with me since I was 14, 15, 16 years old. There you go.
Wow. So that's the story behind his nickname there.
So that's the story.
Yeah, awesome. What it was, and then definitely, you're using it now. So again, all the people that have followed you over the years, I'm sure they have the story now that they probably didn't know anything about that or how you got it. But hey, man, that's a wonderful story. Everybody has a story, and that one is just a wonderful one right there from you, my brother. Definitely.
Cool. Thank
you. We'll get to another song here in just a bit. Let me get some more the comments out of the way to see what we got here. Let's see. DJ X-Ray Hernandez says, hello, everyone. All right. This is AKA Mr. Suavecito in the house.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
This guy busts my chops, but let me tell you, man, thank God I have like X-Ray Hernandez on my side, and he has his own show too, and he's another guy. Keith, he's like you. He supports everybody. It don't matter what style you're doing or what shows you're on or none of that stuff. He's one of them special people that bring people together, and that's what he's about. It's about helping the culture, helping the music. And like, he is just like Keith, where he's just legit and he just wants to help, and he loves music. That's what it's about. It's about the music, man. The music.
Big shout out to Mr. DJ X-Ray Hernandez. Yes. Yeah. Big shout out to him and everybody that's watching right now. It's the Hell of Time. Myself, Mr. Keith Leon, for the very first time, Marie Bueno is co-hosting today on the show. She'll be back later on again sometime in the future, but she's got a lot of great things.
I will, yeah.
Yes.
Do.
Ronnie, of course, is our special guest here. You heard one of his songs, Que Casualidad. Now, he's got another cumbia out, okay? So we want to get to that one as well, so that way we can share that one with everybody. We're talking about Juana la Cubana. Before we get to the song, tell me a little bit about that. You changed it up just a little bit, but again, you put some of your little taste to it, you know what I mean? The Romello style in there, and I like it.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. It's not, I mean, it's not like our normal, cumbia that we would play every day, but there's a lot of people that are changing that way, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people get tired of hearing the same style of cumbia that it has been for many years, you know what I mean? And it's time for a change, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure everybody has been telling you that. It definitely is time. It's way overdue.
That, man. Thank you. Like it is way overdue. And here's the thing, man. And so when I create these songs, like, I love doing originals. I love doing remixes. Everybody knows that, because them sounds is what I hear in my brain when the old ones are playing. Right. But people, it's up to us to keep our culture alive, because if we don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it, man. We have to embrace it. These songs are good. You know it. I know it. Like, we grew up on this stuff, man. These songs are the beans of the tortillas to us growing up in the culture. And when you Latin rhythmics, it don't matter what country you go to. I've DJ'd weddings outside of our culture where, like, they gave me their playlist and they weren't dancing. The second all of a sudden the tequila hits and you throw on a cumbia or something, oh, look out, boy. Woo, right? Yeah. And so I just want to keep our music alive. So like putting sounds out like this, to me, it's special. Like, and I really hope everybody likes it. This song, I haven't released it on all international platforms like Pandora, Spotify, and all that stuff yet. It got uploaded last night. So by the end of probably next week, it should hit all major markets. What's funny is it debuted on a couple radio, like Mas Chingon, I think had right out of the gate, like number 10, right out of the gate on the top 50. There's Santos, my boy Santos had it, like, I think at number 12. Like, so like this thing just took off. And so I'm hoping it catches fire, because I did another remake that's really awesome of La Mucura. And that one's is way upbeat and brand new too.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was at, it sounds good.
I heard that. I
La
loved
Mucura
it.
is the jam. And let me tell you, if you did you like the DJs, if you're in a club, play the version of La Mucura with this Juana the Cubana, and then you're going to make them hungry. I was at a club in Pueblo, Colorado not too long ago. And I mean, it's a cool club, and people, it wasn't super busy at the time, but like people were like, okay, dancing. The second D main threw on Juana La Cubana and La Mucura, everybody got up and it was like, okay, what are we doing here? What is this? And it was like a perfect combination of songs of just rhythm and dance. And so I'm excited about this song. I hope you guys enjoy it. But I want people to also know too, like, I don't just do like Tejano music. I don't just do Spanish music. Like, I do everything. In fact, right now I'm working. I mean, I do R&B, I do funk, I do hip hop. Right now, I've always wanted to record a country song. So I'm working with the writer right now on doing my first country single as well. I just love music. Like Marie loves music. Keith, I know you love music, but like Marie, you know, like you said, even as an artist, baby, it's music is an emotion, is a soul, right? Like, we don't just listen to Spanish, we don't just listen to English. Like, it's what are we feeling, you know? And music is wrote in sadness, it's wrote in happy times, it's wrote in dance, it's wrote through emotion. So it's wrote for love making, it's wrote for everything. So putting this out is where it's at. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Awesome. We're going to play that for everybody out there. Just another quick couple of let's see here. What do we got here? DJ X-Ray says, "Why aren't you at a club, Ronnie?" That's what he says right now. Why aren't you at a club? Why? There you go, right there.
That's my DOG, man. I love him so much.
And listening from Fremont, Ohio.
Ohio.
Yes,
wow.
Nice.
A big shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys.
All over the
Sabrina
States.
Hernandez says hello. That's right. And it's the April. Got to see it. That man says yes. Yes. So that's pretty awesome. So big shout out to you guys.
Hi, Apes.
What we got here? What we got? I think that's we already all caught up on that. So let's get to the music right quick. So everybody that's tuned in out there, right quick. This one again, Juana La Cubana is the name of the song. So if you guys are out there, share the video, check this one out. This is his latest right now, and like he said, it's just been uploaded to all the digital platforms. It'll be available very, very soon. If you like it, you will be able to go out and grab it very soon and add it to your playlist. Check it out one time.
Romello.
Hagan una rueda, Juana, porque yo empiezo a bailar. Esa morena cubana, no vas hasta sudar. Baila este ritmo con la pura sabrosura. Muévete, mi nena, quiero hacer candela pura. Porque tú bailando tú eres reina donde quiera. Con esa gracia con que mueves tus caderas. Como Juana la Cubana, el ritmo que se siente sabroso como jugo de manzana. Baile como Juana la Cubana, un paso por delante y paso por atrás pero con ganas. Baile como Juana la Cubana, para seguir el ritmo se tienes que mover igual que Juana. Baile como Juana la Cubana, viendo bailar a Juana, me quedo a las 6 de la mañana. Baile como Juana la Cubana.
You look so fine, you have the sweet candy lips and your moves them on time. Girl, you shake it, you never mistake that. De Juana la Cubana, make me make it those next steps.
Hagan una rueda, Juana, porque yo empiezo a bailar. Esa morena cubana, no vas hasta sudar. Baila este ritmo con la pura sabrosura. Muévete, mi nena, quiero hacer candela pura. Porque tú bailando tú eres reina donde como Juana la cubana, el ritmo que se siente sabroso como jugo de manzana. Baile como Juana la cubana, un paso por delante y paso por atrás pero con ganas. Baile como Juana la cubana, para seguir el ritmo si tienes que mover igual que Juana. Baile como Juana la cubana, viendo bailar a Juana, me quedo a las 6 en la mañana. Baile como Juana la cubana. Muévete Juana, y baila mi raza, y baila mi raza.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you have it. All right. There. Nope. Everybody has that air condition on, right? Because it is a hot
It
one.
feels great in here.
Yeah. She's blasting the air right now as we speak. So that's pretty good.
I am.
Yeah. So wonderful. Another great jam right there.
Me too. Trust me. If I turn the camera, there's. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it, and I'm glad. I hope everybody likes it. I like the way it came out so far. The feedback has been phenomenal. We put some special effects on there. I'm just grateful to Nigel Sanesteban, who also helped me create the beat, melody. Some members of my band that are also there too as well. I'm playing in 2 bands now, and doing the track thing on top of that. So shout out to the guys, Dwayne Geddes and people who helped me with these projects too as well. And I'm really happy with it. And I'm blessed. I'm so blessed, man. Thank you guys so much, man.
Hey, not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always an honor to have both of you guys on the show. Besides music, Ronnie, we've already talked about your professional side of what would you do, for a living as well, music, and what do you do for fun as well, other than music?
So, one, I'm a big sports junkie. All right, I love sports. I'm like still in tears. Like I'm a gigantic Denver Nuggets fan.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a Denver Nuggets fan since I was 6. I've waited a hell of a long time for them to win a championship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like so stoked about that. I love football. I love basketball. Like I'm a guys. Me personally, like when I get a chance, like this is kind of crazy, but like I love to play golf.
Yeah.
I love to play golf. I didn't play golf in high school because it was for nerds, geeks. Didn't like it. Right now, damn, I wish.
It still is that.
Football, baseball. Like somebody said, Ronnie. Like somebody told me this one time. They said, me. It was this lady at work. She said, when me and my husband can't sleep, we just turn on the damn golf channel. We're right out. She told me. I said, that's probably true. But I'm an outdoor guy too. So yeah, that's what she told me. I'm like, okay. So, and that was right after one of my songs played. I was like, okay. I love outdoors. Like I'm a just because I do music and I do the hip hop and all that kind of stuff, don't mistake me for being a city boy, because I'm definitely 50% city. But trust me, that other side, that other 50 is I'm a mountain boy. I'm a country boy. I love the mountains. I'm an avid hunter. I go hunting, big game hunting for elk, and amongst other things, I put a group of people together every year. I've done it for the last 15 years up near Gunnison, Colorado. Beautiful terrain, just breathtaking views. I love to fish. I mountain bike. I am so active physically with stuff like that. I mean, it's funny because growing up in Colorado, I always wanted a Jeep, right? Because I'm in the mountains. And now that I lived in New Mexico, now I bought me a Jeep. But there's still a lot of mountains in New Mexico. Northern New Mexico is beautiful. There's no place like Colorado, but I share equal love for both states. So yeah, so that's my hobbies. That's what I like to do, man. Is outside of music is a little bit of everything, especially on the outdoor side of things. Good question.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm sure the people out there that are watching would like to know a thing or two about Ronnie. Marie, any questions you have on the top of your head right now for Ronnie?
Yeah, I just, I'm, to be honest with you, I'm a little jealous that you're in New Mexico, like the 2 most beautiful places you could probably think of, right? New Mexico, Albuquerque, and Colorado, like, so I have to ask, like, which do you like better? Do you like Colorado or New Mexico better?
On the spot, Ronnie. on the spot. Because like if I answer one or the other,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
know.
come up with- So let me tell you, right? Like, oh shoot, because right now there's, and I'm not even gonna go
Yeah.
into this because there's a major chili war. There's a gigantic. I'm talking Bloods and Crips gang chili war between Colorado and New Mexico. So I won't go into that, but I will tell you, man. Like I have so much love for both states because they both show me so much love. And so if you look at my symbol where it says Romello, I have a Colorado symbol on one of the letters. I have a New Mexico Zia symbol on one of the letters. And I also have a Texas symbol on one of the letters inside of the Colorado one, because Texas shows me nothing but love as well. And so, again, family in all three places and stuff, like I just kind of like, I love keeping the diversity and you know, Texas is like freaking good to me, man. And what you guys do down there with music, like I'm jealous on certain ends. You know, we have a music scene in Colorado, and we have a music scene definitely in Albuquerque, but I see what Texas, like you guys are so passionate about your Tejano music, about any music. You guys just have that with you, man. So so I definitely represent, and just real fast, I mean, there's some shout outs at the end, Keith, that I want to give to
definitely. Go ahead.
But I definitely want to give shout outs to I want to give shout outs first and foremost to three cities. Pueblo, Colorado. I love you guys so much. It makes me want to cry because like I know like the support you guys get from me, and I still own my own there and I go back there all the time. And you know, sometimes Pueblo and my other love city, Albuquerque, like we be getting bad raps, right, from people and things. But I see you guys, and I see the souls in both of these cities. And what makes these cities special, aside from both of their chili, so I don't get beat up, is the people. The people and the culture is just amazing, and I see the love that you guys have for each other, and that's what really makes it special. Colorado Springs, I grew up there too. You guys are still on my list because of all the love too as well. But just, is it okay, Keith, for me to just mention a couple names real fast? Is that all right?
We got plenty of time.
Okay, cool. Okay, to a lot of my gente that's out there, you know, and there's a lot of fans that I'm not going to go verbatim by fan, because all the ones that support me each and every day, you already know who you are. A lot of them already popped up on the screens. I have love for you guys, but like, you know, DJs like X-Ray Hernandez, you know, Hen Dog helps me, Tiger Maze, shout out to Machine Gon, Lila, and Juan Mendoza. They have helped me like so much. Laura is always there. Hilda, La Dona La Chingona, like there's just so many people. I know there's a list. I'm not even going to go over it because we'll waste a bunch of hours, but like, I see what you guys do. Nikki Cavazos, Jorge's, Christy Lux, my girl. I see what you guys do in the support and the love you guys give me. And all I can just tell you live on air is that I'm grateful and I'm thankful for each and every one of y'all's hands. And it makes me want to keep going. Keith, Marie, I want to thank you guys too for giving me the opportunity and fans and people to finally see kind of like, you know, who I am and to give them opportunity, my fans to see who you guys are. So I hope they subscribe to your channels. I hope they, you know, friend request you guys so they can hear Marie's beautiful voice and they can hear Keith and see the things that you do for people like me. Because Keith, without you, man, there ain't no Romello. There's no me. I'm still at the Citadel Mall trying to sing underneath the escalators. That's what I'm doing without Keith. So getting kicked out and stuff. Get out of here, Ronnie. Get out of here. So like for you guys to actually take the time, you know, for me, like, you know, my family, on behalf of my family too, like thank you. I appreciate it, man. So
Keith, like
them are my quick shout outs.
I just want to mention thank you for, you know, your support and your passion. I don't think, you know, I know people know, but I think there's so much work that goes into this that people don't even realize it. And so thank you.
No problem. And you guys are welcome back anytime. Anytime.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the thing, Keith, like, and I said this a while back, but like one of these days, my brother, I would love to come back on the show to interview you so that people can hear about your family, your kids, where you came from. Like you were from Corpus. Like I would love to kind of focus on attention on you and your show sometime, because you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it, right, Marie? He deserves it.
Yeah.
And,
for sure.
Yes. To us, so we would love to get to know you too. Yeah.
Great. That'd be awesome.
Man. Like, it's all about the give back.
Yeah.
You know what? Because it's all about the give back. We show each other love, but I want people to know who you are, and understand. This way, I can learn who you are and where your family's from, and the different things too. You know, that's build relationships.
Very true.
Build relationships.
Yeah.
There you go.
For sure.
That'd be cool.
That's another show
For
sure.
on another platform, on another. I mean, I've gotten invited several times also to be on different shows. So you know, next time I'll take that opportunity. So that way, you know, again, I never looked at it that way. You know, I'm like, why me? You know, and it's been offered several times, and I've turned it down several times because I was like, no, that's not about me. I'm here to promote the music. You know what I mean? It just wasn't about me, and then it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, as you continue to do it and you do it, you know what I mean? It does make a lot of sense to get to know who actually is, you know, bringing it to everybody. You know what I mean? Get our background and what we're all about. You know, because it's a lot of work. You know, a lot of work to get in.
Yeah,
Do all
absolutely.
these things and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't realize that. But before we go, Ronnie and Marie, we've got quite a few more. Let's see here. It's my pops is watching in right now. So saludos, Keith, Ronnie, Corpus Christi,
Hi,
Texas.
Santos.
Now, as the DJ X,
I have so much love for them and respect for that man right there.
yes, he is a wonderful man. He's still kicking. He's still doing his thing. You know.
Thank you, Santos.
He's wonderful. And we got what's his name who wrote a.
You know, he's been in the game, so people that don't know, like he's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah,
Sorry, Keith,
almost.
I just
I want to say like
something.
46, 47
He's been
years
in the
now.
game for a long time, and I mean, people that don't know him, but a lot of people know him. Man, that's incredible. Like, talk about a pioneer. Talk about a pioneer of music. I mean, he's heard the music, he's seen the show. Like Santos, to be on when you posted that list, from a man like you who's been around the block 20 times, like I kind of got teared up. I was like, man, Santos, like he was the first one to put the song on any music chart list. So I'm forever grateful, Santos. Thank you and your family, bro. You did good.
Awesome, great deal right there. So it's to be on the lookout for his music. Again, it's going to be available on digital platforms very, very soon, right? Juana La Cubana, right? Do you have any music at all on any platforms right now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have lots of like music like on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Apple Music. There's a lot of music that is already out there. There's a lot of English songs too. I don't want everybody just to think that I get caught up in one genre. Right. Like I record. You guys remember the song "Dreams" by like Fleetwood Mac? I try to pick songs that are a little bit harder sometimes to do. So I redid that one. I threw an awesome saxophone. My saxophonist Dwayne G. He's from Buffalo. He went and put an awesome sax in. Dreams came out good. There's a song that I just recorded the day before I recorded Juana La Cubana, and it's a song by the Eagles. It's called "I Can't Tell You Why." And I really kind of show off some falsetto notes and some runs. If you guys get a chance, click on my Facebook page. I did a live video before I recorded the song, so you can actually hear it. And I actually laid it down. So we're gonna be probably. I got to get a license for all that kind of stuff too. But we're gonna be releasing some of that. And I got a lot of funk and dance music and jams that is also gonna be released too. So and here's the other part. If anybody has an idea for like a song. I gave a gift card away one time for Dreams. Somebody requested Dreams, like, hey, Ronnie, try this. And so there was a little competition. So we gave them a gift card because the song came out phenomenal. And it's on the YouTube page under Romello. But yeah, if you guys ever want to hear a song or something, let me know. The other thing I'm starting to get into now that I haven't advertised yet is if you guys want a personal song wrote for a wedding, for a love song, for anything, any moment within life. I'm starting to create a business doing that for you guys. I promise you will not be disappointed. I won't just go in and record it. We'll run it by you, and we'll change and transition whatever you want. I interview you. You tell me about your relationship, what you're trying to prosper, what you're trying to accomplish, and we write a song just upon that. And so I'm starting to get in that too with the soul portion of it. So if any of you guys want a Valentine's Day gift or for your mom or just anything, please get a hold of me.
Wonderful, right there. You look him up, Ronnie Lucero. You want to hand out your social media handles where they can look you up on social media, how they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, I TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Ronnie Lucero II, also known as Romello. Kind of all the same thing on the YouTube, Spotify, Pandora. On the songs, you'll kind of notice the IG kind of look on most of the songs. I shoot tomorrow night that we're going to be loading some new pictures and photography. We're going to be doing some music videos and stuff. Any music management labels, I've kind of shied away from a bunch of them, but now I think I'm kind of interested in bringing that in and seeing what's out there. So if there's anybody who's interested in having a talk with me, let me know. I was talking to Marie too. I would love to do a possible duet, Marie, or something.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful singer. She's a beautiful person. Maybe we can come up with something good, and I love how she's not egotistical. Like Marie is here to help, and she's just like, she's that soul. She's got that 90s soul.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and
thank you. Can I just say,
Ron? If there's any other artists, you're welcome. You're welcome, Marie. Yeah.
So speaking of the music, those two songs that stuck out to me, "Waiting in Vain." When I heard it, I was like, "Oh my God!" Like I more like the Annie Lennox version, but I was like, "That is so beautiful." And then also "La Rejita de Canela."
Man,
that's hot, right? That has to be hot.
Yes,
yeah.
La Rejita de Canela. So. Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thanks, man.
that.
Let me tell you, that song peaked at number 3 on the charts.
Yeah, it's hot.
And I remember waking up that day, and there's a friend of mine that lives in Pueblo, Colorado, and she's like, "Ronnie, wake up!" And it was like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, "What's up, man?" I was on the phone. She's like, "Dude, you're number 3." I'm like, "No, I'm not." She sends him like, "Wow, man!"
Wow,
really cool.
that's awesome.
I love that song. That's such a good song.
Yeah,
and
I was basing out to that song.
Like who doesn't love reggae? Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. It was like, hey, there's a lot of. It was cool though. Like, I was basing out. I was like, yeah, it was cool. It's an awesome jam. Like, if you haven't heard it, like seriously, go check it out. Yeah.
There you go.
Bob Marley. Just real fast. So there's some Bob Marley. There's like the Spanish La Mucura La Rejita de Canela. It is a salsa that we kind of uplifted really nice and smooth, but it's not over the top. And then we created a club mix. With the hip hop bass line. So there's a lot of DJs around our territory down here that's kind of bumping it in the clubs too. The feedback has been like really, really good on that. Waiting in Vain, Suavecito is a lowrider classic that we did that we released too that came out really, really good. And there was an old artist by the name of Leroy Hudson who was from Houston, Texas back in the day, Keith. This guy was a one-hit wonder, and he had this song called "So in Love with You," and it is so soulful. And if I'm not mistaken, right after he made this song, like instantly he was on Soul Train, okay? Mm-hmm. And then I think there was some sort of, if I remember right, there was like some sort of tragic death accident right when he just got started. And when I heard this song, not very many people know who he is, but I heard the song one time and I was like, man, I got to record this song. This is the stuff right here. And so check that also out on the social media platforms. But thanks, Marie, for the shout out on Bob Marley and La Rejita de Canela. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And be on the lookout, guys, for some new music as well. Again, Ronnie's got a lot of stuff under his wing, so be on the lookout for that. Follow his Facebook page, on all his social media platforms. You can also go out there and add some of your favorites right now that are available on all digital platforms. Again, the Juana La Cubana is going to be out very, very soon, within a matter of probably at the end of this week or probably early next week. It's already been uploaded, I believe, so it's just a matter of time before they actually put it on there. So if you want it, be patient. It'll be definitely on there, so you can add it to your playlist. So go out there and search his name, Ronnie Lucero Romello. I don't know if it's what they go by when they're searching, but check it all out. His name will pop up. The songs are going to be there. So before we go, we've got so many comments, Ronnie. Before we go, we're just going to get to these out here. Then we'll just sign out here. That's there. One last one that I wanted to shed some light on here was from DJ X-Ray. Okay, he's got here it says. I don't know if you guys can read it. You want to read it? Or you want me to read it?
Go ahead and read it.
All right. So being real with Ronnie Lucero is one of the most genuine person you will ever meet. Very talented as well by stream. And, share his music. You won't regret it. He has the DJ X-Ray stamp of approval. Love you, brother. So that's Mr. DJ X-Ray.
Oh, man, my boy. Man. All right. My boy right there.
We've got so many more.
I'll send your check in the mail, X-Ray.
All right. Alicia says she loves it there. April got to see as well. I guess this was during the song that we played earlier with Juana La
Alicia and
Cubana,
April.
so everybody jumped on that, and we just didn't have a chance to show everybody. It's the Gloria Benavides también also loved it. Irene Mendoza as well. Let's see
girl.
here. April, she says DJ X-Ray, you're absolutely right.
Nice.
Let's see. Denise Gutierrez got her dancing. This was earlier again. You know what I mean? So she was actually.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't want to stay on the screen. So.
All these. It's funny because all these. Because she's dancing. It's moving too fast.
Yes.
Denise is moving too fast over there in Pueblo, Colorado. And Irene. Thank you all to all the fans and all you guys. Like I can't thank you enough. The love you guys show me is just amazing. And April's in Washington.
Dancing in my car.
So hey Keith, there's gonna be a lot of people that I know that they get configured with like the time change and stuff like that. But like they can find this on YouTube.
They can definitely find it on my YouTube channel at Tejano Time podcast as well. So it'll be there. They can go out and watch it again. If they didn't get a chance to watch the entire interview, they can go back and watch it later as well. So don't forget Denise Gutierrez, Loretta Carrillo, and everybody that's out there. Again, April, to all you guys out there.
Hi Loretta.
Now this right here can be false advertisement either way you look at it. Keith Leal is one of the best in the business.
This guy's trying to get paid, man.
Yes.
This guy's just
You are.
Right.
You are.
I know what's going on over here.
I'll send you a free shirt. Okay. he's awesome. Christina Guerrero.
I'll send you a check that's gonna bounce.
Right, it's gonna come right back. Christina Guerrero is definitely a great friend as well. She says hi, y'all. She's in here. We'll be in San Antonio this Saturday. So if you guys are watching, you're going to be in the area of Janie's Record Shop, HoustonTejanoHits.com. We'll be in San Antonio for the event. It's a school supplies drive that they're going to be having there. So we're going to go out there and show our support as well as we do every year with Christina. So definitely going to go out there, show some support if you're going to be out there in the San Antonio area this weekend. For those of you that are watching, okay, Janie's Record Shop. So go out there and drop off some school supplies. It's all for a great cause. Okay, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
Go out there and check it out.
Awesome.
Josie Zamora,
Awesome.
one more here. Josie Zamora.
Yeah.
So that really sounds great. I want to know who and where Keith Leal came from. Nice.
See, I'm telling you, we got to have a show, dude. Where it's about you. And
We do.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big shout out going out to Randy Navarrete también. Saludos everyone. He says, Mr. Randy. Big old shout out going out to him. Great guy as well. We're waiting on some new music from him. So, yep. So Kendra Munoz también. Hi, she says hi, Ronnie as well. A lot of people here.
She's awesome. Another awesome lady.
A lot of love.
Yes. So she says hello.
Keith, where
Everyone.
you
She's
from,
there.
Keith?
It's always awesome to have everybody out there that's watching and tuning in here. So again, Christina says thank you. You're very welcome, Christina. Thank you so much for being a great friend. Thank you for all you do for the community and around San Antonio, for the Houston area, where she's always doing all kinds of great things to help out the less fortunate every year, whether it be around Christmas time or whether it be during school supply drive, anytime, Thanksgiving and whatnot. We're always here to support her. She's been doing great things for years, and we're going to continue to support her as well. So, but again, thank you guys for everyone that is watching. Denise Gutierrez says, thank you, Keith, for hosting this podcast. You're very welcome, Denise. Thank you guys for watching as well. We do appreciate you guys. And until next time, again, Marie, we want to be on the lookout very, very soon. She's going to be back in the studio doing a song
Very soon.
very soon. So
Yeah.
I don't want to shed too much light on it. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. I don't want to.
But definitely.
Hey,
Ronnie,
Marie,
again,
thanks for joining us and tonight too as well.
Thank you. Thank you both so much. And everybody who's watching. Yeah.
yes, definitely. Thank you guys. We appreciate you so much.
Tuning in today.
Oh yeah, you remember share the video as well, and you can watch it, on our YouTube channel, and you can also look us up here on Facebook as well. The Tejano Time podcast, we've got that; it's live there as well, and you can go back and watch it. It'll be there for some time to come. So again, if you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you haven't already, do so today. Okay, and we appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, you guys, we've got another great show coming up tomorrow night, and more details to come on that throughout the day. I've got Mr. Brandon Figueroa, another boxer that's going to be the same guy. We had a show last week, so we kind of like lost him on the show, and we've got part 2, the continuation tomorrow night. So you guys, if you're interested in that, don't forget to tune into that. Okay, guys. Again, Ronnie, Marie, appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you so much.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.